Namaste. Myself is Naresh Kumar Marwal from Jyoti Vidyapit Women's University, Jaipur. I am an assistant professor in computer science department. Today's session is based on HTML image tag as well as form tag. Now first talk about the image tag. In HTML, if you want to display image, if you want to use image in your HTML web page, so you have to use img tag. img tag is basically represent for image. img tag have few attributes as and you can say properties like its source address. If suppose to image is not found, then alternative image height and width and so many things. Let's see how to use image and what are the types or extension we are using. Most commonly we know or we are using few image formats. If we are using animated png images, so its extension is .apng. If we are using gif graphical interface format, so its extension is .gif. If we are using any Microsoft icons, so its extension is .ico. If we are using a gif image joint photographic expert group image, so its extension is .jpg or .jpeg. If we are using png portable network graphics, so its extension is .png. If you are using svg images, scalable vector graphics images, so its extension is .svg. Let's see how we can use image. Here I am using img tag for display the image. I need source of image, so I type src. src is basically represent source of image. My computers, users, go on downloads. Okay, now this is the address and this is the extension of image. If supposed to only save it and go address and look at this. I'm just giving the address of image. This is a logo of Jyoti Vidyapit Women's University. But suppose to the address was wrong or image is not found, so I am using alter and I am representing in the place of image few data like and okay. Now I change the name of my image and I use alternate of the image. Let's save the page and go. What happened? JVWU. Now image is not found, but there is alternative JVWU as in text it show. So if supposed to image is not found and you want to show at the place of image, so you can use alter. Now its another property is height and width of image. Height, you can use percentage or pixel also. Suppose to I am writing 200 pixel. Height of image block is there First correct the name of image. Now I can use width of image also. Look at that. So you can represent according to your requirement, according to your page requirement. You can set image, you can use image, you can adjust the height and width according to you. So this is the use of image. Now let's talk about the form. What is form and why we are using form? If I am talking about Gmail, so if you are already registered, if you are already registered in a Gmail, when you enter your mail ID, so you are enter here and password. These entities entered by user. It means this is, you can say, this is the user input. If you want any input from the user, so you have to need create a form. You have to decide its input type, what type of input you are entered, what type of input you want to enter by the user. Let's see. If suppose to I want to create a form, you have few basic input types like text, radio box, chat box, submit, button. But there is many more input types. Let's see. Color, date, date and time according to local, email ID, file. If you want to hide something, image, month, number, password, radio, range, reset, search, submit, telephone number, TL represent here telephone number, text, time, URL and week. So lots of input types we have. So how we can use those input types? Let's suppose to if I want to use input type text, how we can use? We need only its input type, only its input type. Let's see. Input type, I want text. Nothing else. Save, go on web page, refresh it. So this is the input type. You can enter here values, text. It means you are enter text over here, but suppose to I want to enter over here not text but something else like number. If I am texting anything else but only number are using here. So if I am using input type number, so you can enter only number as an input. But if you are using other things, then what happen? Like suppose to I want to use password. Let's see, use of password. I'm here, type my password. I'm typing here my password, but password is not show. It means I'm entered the value, but entered value it should be represent like this. Get that point? So if I want to create such thing, so I'm using here input type as password. Let's see, refresh it. If I enter anything, then it show like that. Now change again input type Suppose I am using date. Let's see. Here is calendar is basically present over here. You can choose anything. It will give you result in proper way. Get that point? Every tag have some ID, unique ID, as you want to give one. Its name, if you want to give, is value. Sorry, if you want to give. So these are the property. These are the common property of every tag that you are using in HTML. Its name, its ID, its value. Okay. Now, if suppose to I want to use some other, if suppose to I'm using input type as a month, so it gives only month. You can enter only input as in a month. Let's see. You can enter only month. These are the months. Okay. So as per your requirement, you can use input type. If you want to enter input as an input, so you can use image. If you want to input as a password, so you can use password. If you want to use input as a radio button, so you can use radio. If you want to use file as an input, so you can use file. Let's see how it will work. If I am using, suppose to file, so what happen? It gives a service or facility to choose a particular file as you want. Now I click on this button, then choose a particular file that is here. Okay. Now we have many more things over here if we want to use. These are the basically input types. Now if I am talking about only and only form, what are the properties, basic property we are using? This is my Gmail form. Here I am seeing there is my mail ID. If I am enter here password and click to next, if my password and my mail ID is okay or correct, then when I click on next, then I will get into my Gmail. Otherwise, if I enter wrong password or wrong mail ID, so I am not able to get entered into my Gmail. I am doing this all thing on button click. Got it? So if I want the same thing, if I want on button click, I want to perform a particular action. So form have a particular action attribute. If you want a button or when you submit the all entries are correct, then this form create or you can perform a particular event. Let's see. Sorry. Let's see the example. I'm not given any particular value over here, but I'm here demonstrate on button click really action is performed. So when I click on submit, what happened? A particular web address is open. So it means On button click, I am perform a particular action. That action is given in form attribute action. So it means if you want to perform a particular action on button click, so you can use input type as a submit. It is submit. When you click on submit button, then you will find, when you click, then you will find the form action will be worked according to you. Get that point?